Look like upside down planters.
Bruh.
Well, so much for that idea. The big sign that's gonna be hanging right here is finished. I'm at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas for the 21st week in a row, and I'm here to accomplish 5 things. Check on the Project 2027 construction, see if Kid Flash is testing, figure out when Hurricane Force 5 is getting put back together, go live on TikTok during the arrival so we can hit 2,900 followers, and return this pesky fuel rod because I still have it. And I don't know how to buy a power bike. Man, these UV rays are no joke. See, this is why I always wear sunglasses, because I'm staring right into the sun today, unfortunately. But before we get into the Project 2027 stuff, here's a good news break. Good news for people who live around Atlanta. WSB TV is reporting that a new $200 million retail area, including a theme park, is being proposed. The location of this is near Poplar Road and the Noonan Crossing bypass in Coweta County. Now this still needs to be voted on, so no work has begun. But if it is approved, this would include 340,000 square feet of retail and restaurant space, 2 175-room hotels, and a 13-acre outdoor amusement space. It would not be complete until 2036. We have a long ways to go here, but I will keep y'all updated on whether this gets approved or not. Maybe not so good news for Dollywood fans, but Mystery Mine will be closing at the end of Harvest Festival after October 27th. And I would put this in the good news category because when Mystery Mine reopens, who knows? It might have some added theming or special effects. Rides like this don't go down all that often. If there's annual maintenance being done, it's usually on the trains itself. So who knows? We'll wait and see what this ride is like when it opens. Good news for people in Panama City Beach, Florida. Swampy Jack's Wongo Adventure is getting a new relocated roller coaster. This is a Pinfari looping coaster. It's going to be the biggest ride in the park, and it's coming from CJ Barrymore's in Michigan. I saw a little vlog from this place thanks to Coaster Dash not too long ago. So this is very interesting. Swampy Jack's is on the rise. I imagine this will boost their attendance. Good news for fans of S&S roller coasters. They have begun testing their prototype rail rider system in Utah. This is a single rail design from them. It reminds me a lot of a Maurer Spike model or the ones that you see on the cruise ships. And it also resembles a steeplechase style track. This looks really cool. I have never seen anything like it where you have 2 people sitting per car, but one behind the other. This looks like a model any theme park could purchase. The track does not look to be big and bulky. It looks rather small and thin. So I hope that testing goes well with this and we see a park purchase one in the future. And finally, good news for fans of Legoland California and Legoland Florida. They both announced a new roller coaster called Galacticoaster that's going to be built by Art Engineering coming in 2026 for both parks. This is going to be a family roller coaster. And Art Engineering, they just put in Snoopy's Racing Railway at Carowinds and Canada's Wonderland. They also made Wonder Mountain at Canada's Wonderland, a very interesting roller coaster, but overall, these are terrific family coasters. I think this one will be no different for the Legoland parks. Should be a great fit. Outside the Beach Bum Surf Company gift shop, they have this new thing set up holding a lantern. I don't think it's interactive, but I could be wrong. And Trader Six is open. That has not been open for a long time. Not on Fridays at least. Now over here by Hurricane Harbor, the Fun Under Construction sign has not changed at all. And the appearance of Big Bender and Whirlpool also doesn't appear to have changed. The signs are still up right there. I imagine those might be coming down very soon. The only thing I can see through the bushes are, I'm not sure what they are. There's 2 black objects that almost look like sumps, but I don't think that's what they are. I'll show you right now. Right through the bushes, you can see in the middle of the screen, there's 2 things that almost look like upside down planters, but they have a weird texture around them. Can't tell if it's black plastic, but it has a cap on top, almost like a mushroom shape. Not sure what those are. I'm trying to zoom in for you guys. All of the green arrows and lime green markings are still there. None of that has changed. So let's go to Roadrunner, see if I can see anything else. One of the employees came up to me and he's like, "Hey, are you Hennisphere? Because I watch all your TikToks." I said, "Yeah, that's me. Going live at 7 again." So I like that people inside the park who are employees and then also guests feel free to come up and talk to me. It's cool when you guys recognize me. I think the record is 5 people. Here's a look at the same stuff that was on a pallet from last week. But I can see a clear piece of, might be plexiglass, is on the open end of one of these valves. Pretty interesting. It's got a bunch of metal like T-rods or T-bars on the outside of it, keeping it closed.
Bruh.
Well, so much for that idea. We may not get to do Roadrunner tonight at all. There's another one of these figures. It's like a scarecrow. Oh no, Daredevil Dive is closed. There's 3 rides closed, including Hurricane Force 5. But remember, can't beat these views. If you're feeling down, just walk over here, take it all in. Now, I'm not noticing too much different with Kid Flash yet, but we'll see. I'm gonna go walk over to the other side in a bit. But one thing that I am noticing is these boxes have tethers around them now. You can see a very thin wire going up underneath the LED panel and back around. And that's to prevent them from falling like the one right there. That tends to happen on this ride, so I'm glad to see they are adding some additional measures to make it more stable. And another thing that you're gonna see if this thing gets really close to testing is all of these exposed wires are going to get tucked back in underneath. You can see like one right there is barely sticking out. That's normal. Those wires are there, but they're usually tucked in where you cannot see them hanging. We still see most of them hanging out. There's another look at that box that is off of its little pedestal. There's another wire up there that's really hanging right here. Hangs way down. You can see some of the other wires hanging. We'll just keep an eye on that moving forward. See if those get cleaned up. One thing that is noticeable is the lights are on the Lex Power building right there. And in the back, you can very faintly see a light that is on underneath the tent. All right, 2 tasks down. Let's go try to return this fuel rod. So I'm here at the same fuel rod station that I bought it from, but look, screen does not work. So we gotta go find another one. Must be the Spectral Sisters. So yesterday I was at SeaWorld San Antonio. They had a lot of Pokemon and Nintendo characters. Here they have Sega and Naruto. Poor Hurricane Force 5. It's still looking really rough, but I believe there's been some testing done on it. There is a little bit of lime green spray painted on the metal there in the middle. That's usually NDT or non-destructive testing. They're checking for cracks in the welds. So they are moving along with looks like annual maintenance, but this thing has not even begun to get put back together. Wow. Still got all the pieces over there by controls. And down here, they've got labels on a lot of these pieces. This one on top says fan. I'm not really sure if that goes on the top of that platform, that gondola, or if it goes on the side around what might be a fan area. It's gonna be a while before this is back together. Sorry, guys. All right, so I found one in Rockville. Let's try this. So it's only $2 to swap, not bad. All right, so that was only $2.17. Gave you 10 seconds to put the old one here, and then it spit out a new one right here. Cool. All right, that wasn't bad at all. Took like 2 minutes, but you gotta be quick. Once you insert the credit card information, you gotta put the old fuel rod in 10 seconds or else it rejects the whole thing. Jeffrey Siebert and Six Flags Fiesta Texas posted on social media this week saying the Chupacabra Retheme Phase 2 is going to be underway very soon, and behind the scenes they've actually made a couple of pieces already. It looks like those are things that will go throughout the queue line, but the big sign that's going to be hanging right here in between these 2 rock posts is finished, so they're going to swap out Goliath for Chupacabra signage. You already know where I'm going. Sangerfest Hall, the one and only. Man, we gotta talk about the portion sizes here. They really skimped tonight on the chicken tenders and the French fries, but they did give me a full-on breadstick instead of a roll, so can't complain too much. We also just satisfied the last requirement of the day. We hit more than 2,900 followers on TikTok. I just went live for 1 hour and 50 minutes. That's a new record. 10,000 likes on that TikTok stream. Thank you guys so much, especially Rhinestone Riders and Scout0066. You were talking about Magic Mountain. That was really awesome. I hope I get to go to Magic Mountain soon. Maybe that's foreshadowing. Now it says Crossroads on there, but there is another show at 9 p.m. That is the Monster Mash Bash. So I am going to Lone Star Lil's right now. The show starts in about 5 minutes. Also, for you guys that were following me on that TikTok live stream, did you like that I went on the rides on the TikTok live? I just went on the railroad and I went on the Metropolis Transit Authority because I think those are the only 2 rides I'm allowed to go on with my phone out like this. We got fun again.
Because I'm having a good time, having a good time. Flat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round.
Oh my goodness, guys, that was so loud. Monster Mash Bash, I don't remember it being that long of a show. There were like 12 to 15 songs. They played a huge mashup of Michael Jackson, some Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Queen. They played Pink Pony Club. That was a really good show. The pyro was good too, but there was some pyro that went off that was so loud. Like that little amphitheater has that metal roof overhead, and the pyro can only go up like 15 feet before it hits the rafters. And some of those explosions were way too loud. My ears are ringing. Wow, that was crazy. But overall, that was a really good show. I think I liked it as much as the Frightful finale. And that's gonna do it for the day. We got everything done. So that's one of the first times we actually accomplished everything. But I appreciate y'all on the TikTok live. We were live for 1 hour and 50 minutes. New record. We're almost to 3,000 followers on TikTok. I can't believe it. But you guys are gonna see so much content this week. Stay tuned because I'm uploading my first SeaWorld San Antonio vlog in about 6 years. And there is new footage. There's POV footage of every roller coaster at SeaWorld San Antonio. I filmed it with an amazing new camera, an Insta360 X5, and the audio is from my DJI microphone, so it is amazing audio. The wind noise has been cut out. You're gonna love it. I'll post all of those as separate videos at some point, don't worry. Stay tuned for Six Flags Over Texas, because that's a collab with JB Thrills, sort of, that you're not gonna wanna miss. And don't forget, guys, YouTube Live from Fiesta, Texas at 5,000 subscribers, and at 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm getting the Hennisphere logo tattooed on my body. It's up to you guys. And always remember these 3 things. No good deed goes unpunished. Follow me on TikTok. And like our friends at Bollinger and Mabillard always said, when you're feeling stuck in life, push down, pull up. All right, guys, I'll see you all next week from right here at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. But we're so close to being monetized on YouTube. I can almost taste it. I don't know what it tastes like, though. I guess it tastes like money or something. But that was another day in the Hennisphere.